Good afternoon, it's 3:30. You're watching Quays News. I'm Georgina Bradley.
And I'm Lily Holt. Here's what's coming up on the programme today. We're with the group encouraging young women to make friends and connections for their physical and mental health.
Super Salford, as the university makes its back-to-back varsity wins, we've all the action and reaction from the biggest day in our sporting calendar.
And we visit Salford's oldest and biggest body combat gym.
And Mulligan's, an Irish pub in the heart of Manchester, has recently been voted as having the best Guinness outside of Ireland.
Our top story for today, nearly 1 in 3 women have been subjected to physical or sexual violence, according to the World Health Organization in a 2024 study.
Women's safety and wellness are the focus of Manchester group Girls on the Go. Their goal? To provide a safe environment for women to connect with one another. Making friends in a new city can be difficult and overwhelming, but Girls on the Go try to make this as seamless as possible.
Our reporter Gracie Jones has more.
Make new friends and build that sense of community up around you. Well, Girls on the Go are here to help women in Manchester achieve just that.
So Girls on the Go is a wellness community for girls in Liverpool, Manchester and Birmingham who want to make friends and maybe want to try different hobbies or sports. The branch in Manchester opened last August. It was founded in Liverpool, and then once that had grown, they decided to expand here in Manchester.
The wellness group hosts weekly activities, so there's a wide range for everyone, no matter your interests. From Pilates to charm bracelet making, there really is something for everyone. But does it actually work? Do women really make new friends at these events?
Yeah, honestly, since day one, I think I made 5 friends in just that one event, and it was a colouring book event, so we were all just colouring and chilling. And yeah, it was probably a really good 2 hours, in the evening. Yeah, it was good. Lovely.
In 2024, the National Police Chiefs Council said that there was more than 1 million violence against women and girls related crimes that were recorded during 2022 and 2023, making up about 20% of all police recorded crime. Girls on the Go intend to create a safe environment for women.
I think the fact that it's ran and led by women as well, and knowing that you're attending an event that's literally just going to be women and girls, it definitely eliminates a lot of those sort of concerns about women's safety. So when they arrive, it's always a familiar face because it's either me or my colleague or the both of us. So if they're coming to multiple events as well, they know who they're going to be met with.
This charm bracelet making event was hosted at Moose Coffee in Media City. The venue allows Girls on the Go to hire out the space for free and stays open later than their usual working hours.
Media City, there's always things going on, and it's quite a kind of compact area, so there's no dark places that you have to walk through or anything.
Everything's brightly lit up, and there's always something going on here.
It's safe to get here, safe to leave, even if it runs over.
Specifically here, it's very safe.
And I think it's important for women to have these safe areas because, especially with everything going on in the world right now, I think it's important for women to be able to get together in these safe little covens and talk about them.
Gracie Jones, Quays News, Manchester.
The University of Salford's new health building is already under construction, bringing major changes to the Frederick Road campus. But what does this mean for students and staff? Malaika is in the studio with more on this development.
So Malaika, work is already underway. What can you tell us about it?
That's right. As you can see here, construction began in December. We have already seen changes across the Frederick Road campus. The Mary C. Cole car park has been permanently closed to make way for the new facility, and work is well underway.
That seems like a big change. What impact is this having on students and staff?
There has been some disruptions, particularly in terms of campus access and parking. The university has introduced alternative parking options, and pedestrian routes have been adjusted before students moving between Frederick Road and the main campus. This has meant some extra walking.
And what will this new building bring once it's complete?
This will be a state-of-the-art facility for healthcare courses, featuring specialists teaching areas, a wellness hub, and even a community healthcare clinics. The university has shared a mock-up designs, which gives us a better idea of what this space will look like.
This seems to be quite a big project. When can we expect building works to be completed?
The project is set to be completed in autumn 2026.
Perfect. Thanks, Malika. We'll keep an eye on this progress. Now, yesterday was the biggest sporting event in the University of Salford's calendar. Varsity. We saw the arrival of Uni of Chester students on our Peel Park campus, and we have Finley Gaynor in the studios to tell us more about it.
So Finn, what actually is Varsity?
Well, Lily, Varsity is a competition where both Salford and Chester Uni compete in various one-off sports matches to determine a winner who then takes home the trophy. This year's edition was held right here in Salford on the Peel Park campus, and it was a fantastic day for all involved, with the sun shining, great atmosphere and fans showing up in huge numbers to support their various teams. There was a mini Varsity last week in Chester, which included mostly seconds teams last week, as is tradition before every Varsity, in that the men's football seconds won, as did the women's seconds on penalties, whilst the cricket also picked up a win. If we cast our minds back to last year, Salford battered Chester in their own backyard, running out 18-11 winners, so they were looking to make it back-to-back Varsity victories.
Finn, how did Salford get on yesterday?
Well, the day started off in fantastic fashion for Salford as they won their first match of the day, with the Women's Rugby Union running riot in a 64-0 win, and it just didn't stop from there on. Both hockey teams won, the men's team winning 5-0 whilst the women went one better and won 6-0. Salford were also victorious in cheerleading, American football and swimming, with both the men's football and the women's netball rounding the day off with wins too. This meant that in the end the trophy came back to Greater Manchester, as Salford were 17-8 victors over Chester, making it 2 Varsity victories on the bounce.
Can you tell us about some of the highlights of the day?
There were many highlights throughout the day, such as the 3rd ever win in the American football's history, and the netball ending the day with a 39-31 win. But I think the one main highlight from the whole day was Ryan Katumba's late winner in the men's football. Let me paint a picture for you. The scores are locked at 1-1. Salford have been pushing for a winner all throughout the second half. The sun set on Peel Park as fans will their team on for a winner. Then, under the floodlights, Katumba finds space in the box. The ball's fizzed to him. He takes a touch before firing a lethal left-footed finish past the Chester keeper to make it 2-1 and send those Salford fans absolutely berserk. A brilliant moment which just captured what Varsity is all about.
Thanks, Finn. A cracking day for Salford sport. Let's stick with sport now, and our reporter Sam West went to Salford's largest and oldest combat sporting gym.
He learnt about the positive impacts that the sport of MMA is having on the local community and young people in the area, as well as how a global MMA talent from Greater Manchester is inspiring others.
Since the sport of mixed martial arts first started gaining traction and popularity in England, no single place in the country has seen more development and talent come from it than Greater Manchester. I went to the heart of Greater Manchester's mixed martial arts community at Salford MMA to speak to coach Darren Sherlock about what mixed martial arts is doing for the local community and what it can do for young people.
Well, for young people especially, it's just giving them good focus on something, having a focus on any sport. MMA in particular is a very disciplined sport, so it requires a massive amount of focus, and it does translate to the rest of your life. You know, it gets you motivated, and you know, obviously the fitness aspects is massive as well. Yeah, we've been running the longest in Salford as far as MMA gyms go. We've got the biggest gym in Manchester now, and when we first started out, it was very small, but the sport's grown massively. We've kind of grown with it. But for the local community, yeah, it's great because a lot of people, whether they want to compete or not, it gives them a good outlet for the stress and everything else in life, you know.
Every day, more and more people are being inspired to give MMA a try due to the positive impacts it can have. Just in the last few years alone, Greater Manchester has seen an explosion of MMA world-class talent, most notably Tom Aspinall, who hails from Greater Manchester and is currently ranked as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
We've got a strong history of Northwest fighters that are good, you know. And we've got Paddy, Molly's just left the UFC, we've got Paddy there at the minute. Michael Bisping's been down to this gym when he's been in the UK. Yeah, so we've always had good fighters in the Northwest, you know. We want to see people develop. I mean, we've got all different levels of guys training here, you know, from people who've never done it before, you know, they rise through the ranks of amateur up to professional level. And I know Tom quite well as well. His dad used to coach at our old gym, Andy. So yeah, we know them guys.
It's clear that places like Salford MMA are spearheading a massive positive movement in the English MMA scene. It's proving the positive impacts of the sport, and it's getting people involved in a very warming and enriching community. Sam West, Salford.
Well, we saw Comic Relief break fundraising records again last week with more than £34 million raised on the night.
Radio 1's Jamie Lang raised £2 million with his charity run from London to Salford, which ended at the Imperial War Museum, just across the quays from us, right here in Media City.
And that fundraising spirit was evident at the University of Salford's gym, where a red-nose themed Hyde Rocks workout was the charity challenge. Abigail Homewood has more.
The University of Salford hosted a 7-minute High Rocks challenge in support of Red Nose Day, a fitness event where students and staff took on a tough workout to raise money and awareness for the cause. The challenge, created by Darren, is a fast-paced circuit of rowing, burpees and more. It's all about endurance and pushing your limits for a good cause.
I'm doing a fundraiser event for Comic Relief and Red Nose Day. And we're going to be doing a Red Nose acronyms workout with its influence on hybrid fitness, as it's becoming an ever-increasing method of fitness in the fitness world at the moment. We do a every minute, on the minute, 7-minute workout. So every minute you change your station from the R to the E, D, N, O, S and E to finish off. So we're raising money for Comic Relief Red Nose. All donations are always appreciated, as this is for a very noteworthy cause on this particular day for Red Nose Day. 3, 2, 1.
The atmosphere at the gym was incredible throughout the day. I spoke to some of the participants to get their thoughts on the challenge and how it felt to be part of such a meaningful event. Here's what they had to say.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. Good experience for the first time. I really enjoyed it. I've been here for 2 years, but I haven't here before. This is the first time. I really enjoy it. It's really helpful for physical body, for everything, for mental health, and for heart rate. It's really wise. Yeah.
It went all right and everything. I may have pushed a bit too hard on 1 or 2 of them, but I thought it went okay.
What's your favourite exercise?
Probably the press-ups, because I find them very easy to do, yeah.
Darren explained to me that in May a challenge is taking place to be partnered with Mind to raise money for mental health.
The next one coming up will be in May, as May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in doing so we're going to collaborate with Mind UK and working your body aerobically, raising awareness for mental health, but also working your body physically and mentally doing such a long endurance challenge. So it's there to test your fitness, but also raise awareness as well.
As Red Nose Day wraps up, the University of Salford looks ahead to its upcoming event in May. Another chance to get involved. Abigail Homewood, Quays News.
Now, where would you go for the perfectly poured pint of Guinness?
Dublin, right?
So you'd think so, but you might be able to get one a little bit closer to home. Mulligan's in Manchester is an Irish pub that has been awarded the best pint outside of Ireland.
Lily, have you ever been to Mulligan's?
I haven't, but our reporter James Benson went down there earlier today.
It's a drink with over 260 years of history. Guinness is a staple of Irish culture. But outside of Ireland, where can you find the best Guinness? According to a new ranking, the answer is right here in Manchester. I spoke to Sam, a barman at Mulligan's.
A lot of people type in, you go to Manchester and type in best pint of Guinness, like a lot of Guinness enjoyers would do in the UK, and this pops up first. They come through and like, oh yeah, you've got the best pint.
Mulligan's, an Irish pub in the heart of Manchester, has just been voted the best place in the UK to enjoy Guinness outside of Ireland. But what sets their pints apart?
So the boss would always tell us consistency is key. We're really consistent with how we pour and how we present it. The kegs are always cooled to perfection downstairs as well. Exactly, there's not too many secrets I can give away there. We have got a leprechaun downstairs, that's what some people say.
Pouring a Guinness is an art. The right glass, the right technique, and according to purists, patience is the key to the perfect pint.
Oh, 100% definitely deserves the title. You can very much tell the difference. You know, going to your local corner pub to this, it's so much better.
Guinness drinkers can be hard to impress, but it seems Mulligan's has convinced even the most sceptical connoisseurs.
They say that it's on par with home, which is exactly what we're going for. And there's places like Temple Bar and stuff which we try to beat, to be honest, but I shouldn't say that.
So whether you're a die-hard Guinness fan or just curious to see what the fuss is about, one thing is certain. Mulligan's is now officially the go-to spot for the perfect pint right here in Manchester. This is James Benson, Salford News.
And now for our weather forecast, we are joined by Sevi Tchaikovsky, reporting live from Salford Quays. So Sevi, what's the weather looking like this weekend? Will we be out for a perfectly poured pint?
Thank you, Georgina. Good afternoon. The weekend will see a mixture of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures will reach 17 degrees during the day and it will stay relatively cool during the evening, dropping down to 7 degrees Celsius. A little rain is expected on Saturday between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. That's all the rain we can expect for the week. It will be a great weekend to go out and enjoy the day weather, but you might want to keep a jacket handy for when it does rain or it gets cooler when the sun starts to set.
Now, am I right in thinking that there is a solar eclipse happening this weekend? Could you tell us a little bit more about that, Sevi?
Yes, that is correct. This Sunday, the UK will be treated to the first solar eclipse of the year, but will unfortunately only be a partial solar eclipse, where only part of the sun's disk will be blocked by the moon from our perspective, according to astronomer Anna Gammon-Ross. She has also issued a warning for anyone wanting to watch the event unfold, urging everyone not to stare at the sun directly and instead use solar glasses, which block out all but safe amounts of sunlight.
How exciting. So what kind of weather should we be expecting after the weekend?
We can definitely start hoping to walk around in t-shirts and shorts soon enough, because temperatures could reach 20 degrees Celsius on Wednesday and Thursday. The sun looks to be setting just before 8 p.m, so we can slowly start enjoying longer days outdoors and start forgetting about cold winter times.
Thanks, Sevi. It is gorgeous outside today though.
Now that's all we have time for today. Have a lovely evening.
In the meantime, you can keep up to date on our socials at Quays News on Instagram and TikTok.
Bye for now.